Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the C&D podcast. Today, we're on episode 3 of Doctor Who. I'm joined with my co-host Craig
Hello.
and guest Phoebe.
Oh,
And I'm Dan. I don't know if I mentioned that yet.
You did.
I did. Oh, okay.
Selective amnesia.
I just like thinking about myself. We're welcome back. We're back with episode 3, which is called The Well. Ooh. I'll just jump right in and say this is probably the strongest of the 3 episodes so far.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Yeah, so we'll do what we did last time. We'll just go through the plot and we'll give our thoughts at the end, I guess. Yeah.
sounds like a plan.
Nice. So we start off in the TARDIS again. He's still trying to get to Earth. You know, the definition of insanity. Let's just keep trying it again and again. I mean, it might have changed this time. Who knows? But it hasn't. So he's now gone. Was it 40,000 years in the future?
Yeah, no, 500,000.
500,000, something like that. Because he's going to put down another one of his little tripod vindicators and try and triangulate something. I'm not really sure.
Technically not a tripod because it's only got 2 fins. But...
Has it only got 2 legs? I thought it had 2 on the...
I think you're right. Kind of like fans out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind that.
It's like a guitar.
I thought it was a guitar, actually. So when he was dropping out of the ship, he had like... It was like Fortnite, back bling like in Fortnite. And I was like, oh, he's got a guitar on.
Starts playing on the way down.
Very Peter Capaldi.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Well, so we can't land. And he goes into the future and he meets people who aren't from the human race. We've established in the first episode that humans evolve into some other things, and that's what the X-ray machine showed, if you remember.
Yeah, and they were like, weren't they aliens who kind of looked humanoid, but then were alien, or were they half human? I'm not sure.
I think because Blinda asked if this race, if dislocating a shoulder was the same, so and things like that. So it was.
And she also said in the TARDIS, can they understand English?
That's it, yeah. So at the very beginning I was very confused because I was a bit like, oh, how can they not know what the human race is? But they're not human. Well, they're not. They are, but not that. They're humanoid. Yeah, so
it wasn't established until later on in the episode, anyway. The whole.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but yeah. So they start off. They get changed. Again, which is like you said last episode. It's nice. It's nice that they're part of the plot, I guess. They also then play Toxic again, very similar to season 1 of the Ninth Doctor, which is nice. I was reading someone was like they could have literally just played any other song. It didn't have to be Toxic again, but maybe it's cheaper. Maybe because they've got to keep the rights for it for the other season. I don't know. That's just what I was thinking.
It's probably budget related.
Yeah. Like, just use the song we already have the rights for. Yeah.
Oh, no, it kind of worked because they were in those tight skin suits, and I think they were kind of like channeling her, and she's in that skin tight one part of the video. Not sure. And how many times we've watched Toxic music video? So.
Alright, yeah. But what annoys me the most is that they seem to have the
More than I'm willing to admit.
Sorry?
More than I'm willing to admit.
That is a good music video.
Yeah, honestly.
Might have to rewatch that later.
Yeah, for research purposes only.
Yeah, only for this podcast. We do the utmost.
Yeah. We do the utmost research into these things.
What annoys me the most is that they get the exact spacesuit that they wear in for the group. Just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
The Doctor doesn't know where he's landed. He doesn't know what he's doing, but somehow he has the exact spacesuit. That kind of annoyed me.
Yeah, I do think
If he had popped out with like David Tennant's orange suit, I'd been like, oh, brilliant! Like he has that. And I'm
David
sure
got that from series 2 with the Beast, didn't he? So they had given it to him, and it goes to show that most of the Doctor's clothes previously have just been like stuff that he's gathered from other places.
Yeah.
You're right that like, why is it exactly the same?
I'm
why
sure
isn't it, like some sort of.
I'm sure Shooty has worn it as well. Maybe not, but I remember. Shit, I remember someone wearing it. Definitely in the last couple of years, someone's worn it, and they were like, "Oh, this is the same suit from David Tennant's era, remember?" And there was a whole big thing.
The orange one.
Yeah, the orange one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he has it, and he's capable of wearing that. But to have the exact suit that this army group has got is just a bit ridiculous.
Yeah. I almost think they should have just landed in normal clothes and then.
Yeah, and then been given them.
Though I guess the point is that Belinda's only clothes that she's got with her are those pajamas. They're her clothes.
Yeah. But he has a wardrobe.
They're still in the 1950s stuff, so they didn't want to, like, be in that, so...
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, does everyone just wear this one uniform? Does no one have any change of clothes?
The weird choice from the wardrobe department, I think.
Yeah.
I almost think it's a bit lazy.
Yeah, like
you don't know.
Curious how he had the same clothes.
Yeah, he didn't know where he was going or where he was.
It does just take you out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't, but it does. I was still enjoying the episode, but I was almost like he didn't even need to be in a suit necessarily. Well, he did when they landed onto the planet. I don't know. It's just a bit weird.
Well, they had that time where they got out and they were in that thing with all of the stuff there anyway. The helmets at the front, like I'm pretty sure there could have been a couple of suits in the background. Like it almost everyone could have lined up, and then the commander before she said jump, could have gone, "Oh, you two, suit up," and then that's when they could have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also had 2 extra spare helmets for some reason.
Like, yeah, their helmets perfectly fit the suits that they're wearing.
Yeah.
Just weird.
Just completely compatible. And yeah, like the army group as well wouldn't have just had 2 extra helmets for some reason. Like, I mean, they might have done, but yeah.
They're more likely to have a whole spacesuit ready.
Yeah. See, that was weird.
Anyway.
I thought it was kind of funny because it was like, oh, they come out the TARDIS and are immediately just thrown into it, and I think that's what they were going for, but it just left more plot holes, really.
Not massive plot holes, but just
yeah, it just kind of threw me out a bit because like they spent all that effort getting changed, but they clearly like didn't know what they like. When they landed, they were like, oh, I don't know where I am. I don't know what we're doing. And then later when I think it was Belinda was asking about how long the oxygen would last in the mask, and the Doctor would have known that because he has this suit. He owns the suit. He would, he could have just butted in and gone, "Oh, it's 20 days," but he didn't. He just stood there confused and like didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. There's been quite a few moments where the Doctor seems more confused than he normally would.
Yeah.
Like, why is there certain gaps in his knowledge?
He would know that. He would know this.
Yeah. But then again, I suppose he wouldn't want to. I don't know if they're trying to like blend in or whatever, or like pretend that they're testing them. It would seem a bit odd for him to correct her. Like.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Like, it would have been undermining, I suppose, so... It's just... Anyway, they land on the planet.
Yeah, he puts down another Vindicator, which no one questions.
He shows the psychic paper and is all like, look, I'm I'm official. So,
Yeah.
like, would you start questioning things if someone said like they were the manager or whatever? You'd just be like, well, they've got ID, I guess.
Yeah, he's just put
Guess they're doing some checks or something.
just put a mysterious tripod in the middle of my workplace, but
It's not like harmful or anything.
No,
It's
no.
just like glowing.
yeah. Don't worry about that. Let's leave that in place. Oh, dear. So they go to the base where it has an airlock, but only 6 people can use the airlock at a time, and then they pass through into the building. They missed an opportunity, and this is like way later in the episode, but they missed an opportunity for it to like flicker and go from like, because there was 4 of them in the air, like, oh no, because it wasn't 4 of them in the airlock, was it? It was just 4 of them outside waiting to get in. But it said 4. Or maybe there was only 4 live. I can't remember now. Yeah, there must have been 4 in the airlock when they passed through. But yeah, they missed an opportunity to have it be like bloop and go up to 5, like flicker when the monster came back. I reckon that would have been a little moment.
I'd have to rewatch it because I've only seen it once. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that did happen.
Yeah, what do you mean? I can't. Which part?
Are you talking about at the end?
Yeah. I'll skip to the end. Sorry, I just mentioned.
Oh, that's helpful.
Yeah. Sorry. No, I just
They
mentioned.
just landed on the planet and then when they're leaving.
Yeah. No, I just meant because there's a little display that shows how many people are inside the airlock. And I thought that was going to be like a little horror thing where it's like, oh, there's now a 5th person, like, and they all start freaking out. But that never happened. They just like, it was just sort of like a thing that, yeah. It was just a display that never got used, really. So they get through the airlock.
It wouldn't have fit with the story though.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't, because the Doctor's whole point was it wasn't getting out of that
Yeah.
containment thing.
Yeah, that's what I just remembered. I was like, oh, I don't remember that. Yeah, they didn't actually get in the airlock today, so yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. But but that's what I mean. It was like a display that then, like, I'm pretty sure it was highlighted as well. Like they zoomed in on it.
Oh, actually, I'm thinking it might have been a thing because what happened at the end.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying,
That's why
yeah.
I think I need to rewatch it because you might just be that we didn't notice it.
I don't know. I was keeping my eye out for it because I thought they would have, seen it, but yeah, maybe it did, but in the background.
Yeah, if we're following the rules of Chekhov's gun, really should have led to something.
Yeah. And I was gonna be like, "Whoa, it's like flipping," and like it's not sure if there is a 5th person, and it's like flipping out, and I don't know. That's how I would have read it. So we land on the. We get inside. Sorry, we're back at the beginning.
Yeah, it's like this mining world, isn't it? Well, they're mining for is it mercury or magnesium?
Mercury.
It's mercury. Yeah.
I only remember that because of the because when we watched that film, The Vanishing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's Mercury again. I love Mercury.
Yeah, because they were kind of hinting that the employees had all gone mad or whatever, or the workers. Maybe it was maybe it was like mercury poisoning. Then.
Yeah, that was my fault. I was like, oh, it's like the lighthouse again.
Yeah, they arrive and like there's loads of dead bodies, and it's like some have bruising, but some have been shot, and like all the mirrors are broken. And, like obviously all the dorms or whatever are a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good start so far. Lots of dead bodies is always, gives it a sense of tension.
Yeah.
I almost feel like they could have made more of it. I feel like they moved past good stuff too quickly. Sometimes.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, yeah.
Like really, even if it's just a beat more, like really building up the mystery of what's going on. I always feel like it's too. Pacing seems a little bit off at times. It's like need that mystery for a bit longer.
Yeah. yeah, so then they pass through all the corridors and they find this lady just sat by herself. And for whatever reason, she doesn't explain the plot immediately. She's just like, "Oh, don't shoot me. Oh, I'm innocent. Oh, did you kill that person? Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh, is there a thing behind you? Oh, yeah."
I'm guessing it's like, what will they believe? That's normally the excuse that the writers have. It's like, oh, well, she didn't know if they'd believe her. So she was just trying to be like, look, I'm innocent, and then hoping that she could
just walk away.
Just go.
But she knew it was. She knew it was there, and she knew the damage that it caused, and was just quite happy to like saunter out of there with it.
Yeah, I sort of wonder if, well, no, because she couldn't. I won't spoil it yet, but she couldn't hear it, so it's not like she can hear it trying to be like, "Let's go," or whatever it's trying to say. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we never quite found out what it said.
It's just whispering, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like, "Oh God, do some killing." Yeah. So yeah, her being deaf did help her because she couldn't hear it. So it was literally just a case of like, just sit around. She was there for like 2 weeks or something, wasn't she?
She?
I think so. I think she said she was there for like 2 weeks until help arrived. I think it was that.
Damn. What? Has she been able to like eat and drink and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not harming anyone, is it? It's not like that's why I didn't really understand why she was sat in a room by herself. Just like,
why hasn't it tried to like escape from there then? If it's been there for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, I'm just gonna chill behind her for 2 weeks for some reason.
I thought it'd been like a day or something. Clearly
we'll have to rewatch it. I don't know. Does it say on your Does it say on the plot?
I haven't looked at the plot actually.
Oh, sorry. Because I'm sure it's been. I want to say 2 weeks, but maybe it's like a week or something. But yeah, she's just been like I don't know. I thought like if I was like around for 2 weeks, I'd be like in the kitchen or like having a sleep or something. I wouldn't be just sat in a room like just sitting right in the middle of a room. And she can't have been locked in there because like she would have to eat and stuff. Yeah, and then like, what's the monster doing this time? Like, he could just saunter off. He's got like, or just kill her, or yeah, he must have got bored. Like, oh, I'm whispering, but nothing's happening. Oh well, I'm just gonna sit here for a bit. I don't know. What do you think, Craig?
My plot
I have a bit of an issue.
Okay.
So, in the episode, the doctor says that. Oh wait, have we said what the monster is yet?
We haven't, but we can.
No, it's fine. So, in the episode, basically, the monster kills by being directly behind her.
Yeah.
So, explain to me why she turns around when the doctor's in front of her and no one behind her dies.
What, when she does the 360?
Yeah.
She goes, oh, look, nothing behind me. Yeah, I don't know. It's like it hides, it like stays in front of her, like it stays behind her, and when she does the 360.
Yeah, but then that's not at the same position, because...
Yeah, and that's what I didn't get when dude started going around and people started dying behind her. That's from his perspective.
Can't find anything that says about the 2 weeks.
Oh.
It was 15 days, wasn't it? Something like that?
Was it 15 days?
Yeah.
You're probably right. I probably just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, maybe we have to rewatch it. I'm sure she's been there at least a little while. Like long enough to need to eat food and stuff.
Like you said in the thing, she's a cook. She always do is open a protein packet and add water. Like, that's what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how irrelevant it is, but
Yeah. So yeah, so the doctor's sort of runs off and finds out what's in the well.
yeah, he goes to look at the security cam footage and stuff.
That's it, yeah.
And then they leave like armored guards with Alice, and obviously Belinda's being all nursey and like trying to help her graze on her arm or whatever.
Yeah.
It's almost like it doesn't sound like it really needs doing, to be honest.
No.
Yeah. And then that one guard starts to be like, no, when does he start taking over? Is it when the doctor and
I think when the doctor returns, yeah, he like tries to pull rank, doesn't he?
He's all like, why are we listening to this guy?
Yeah. Even though I'm pretty sure he probably outranks all of them just with the thing he showed them.
Yeah, it's like he showed them the psychic paper, and then the guy starts getting lippy. It's like the doctor doesn't even pull rank or anything.
I wonder. It's tricky with psychic paper because it's like, well, maybe it didn't really work on him, or maybe he suspects that he's not who he says he is. Just because he doesn't seem to know enough about what's going on. Whereas the other commander's almost willing to, I don't know, just in case he is in charge of her, she's willing to just be like, okay, whatever you say. She's like playing the good soldier. It's quite clear that she's like quite a strong follower as well as a leader, and you know.
Yeah. It almost seems because this is so that doctor finds out that it's the same creature from Midnight, but it just feels a bit tacked on. Like I don't know how to describe it, but like it doesn't feel like the same monster at all.
It's presented in totally a different way. It's only when he's having that conversation with Alice, and it's becoming clearer that like, oh, there's something behind her. And then she's being like, oh, actually, yeah, there's something. I don't know what it is. I can't see it or whatever.
Yeah. It then starts whispering.
He starts crying.
Yeah, it starts whispering to him, and he starts crying, but we don't know what it said. It knew his name.
We do. It said the doctor said it knew its name. Isn't it his name?
Yeah.
Because it latched onto his thoughts in Midnight, but
I feel
it's
like
almost like would have been cooler. It would have been cooler if like the doctor got trapped by it again.
Yeah.
And maybe like Belinda was the one who had to save everyone. Then she could have stepped up a bit more as a companion. I just feel like she's stepping in and doing like nursey stuff or whatever. She hasn't had a chance to like have her moment yet, really, and be
be the hero
when the doctor can't save everyone. Because that's what we have with Rose, that's what we have with Martha, that's what we had with Donna. There was moments where the doctor literally would have died if his companion wasn't there. But it just goes to show that she's almost not supposed to be there.
I feel like Belinda needs her own episode, like Ruby did last season with 72. That was such a good episode because the doctor wasn't there, and it focused on her, just like, you know.
Unless it's because they're trying to portray the fact that she's not really wanting to be there, so she's not going to be as active a companion.
Involved,
but then it just makes it a bit shit.
Yeah, she just wants to go. She doesn't want to be there. Yeah.
Well, during all of this, we do learn about a bit of information, which was heavily hinted in episode 1 or the end of episode 1. They have asked if they know about England and
Earth.
The Earth.
Yeah.
And everyone seems puzzled. They're like, "What? Never heard of it." And this happened on 2 different occasions. The doctor asked and Belinda asked, and both people they asked were kind of like, "What? I've never heard of it."
Yeah. I mean, initially when they land on that planet, they're like, "Oh, this is planet 6767," and then it's only when the Doctor finds out that it was covered in diamonds, he's like, "Well, did this planet used to be called Midnight?" Or did this? Yeah. Then the monster's revealed. I thought it was quite a good reveal. Showing the flashback to her in like a different quality.
Yeah. Yeah, the flashbacks are in like standard definition.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a good monster. Part, if it wasn't a sequel, it would have still been a good monster. And I feel like because it's a sequel, it sort of suffered from that because it's not following the same patterns.
Wanted it to be like, they kept being like, oh, in the confidential, they were like, oh, it's being so manipulative, and I'm like, it's not really though. It's kind of just sitting on someone gonna go for a ride, whereas before it like literally took over a whole woman.
Yeah. We didn't know what it was.
That's more, it's like more powerful than just like sitting on someone's back. And like we do see its powers like where it's flying people across the air, and I think they were like, oh, it's like physically stronger, I guess.
Yeah.
But their excuse is like, oh, it's been 400,000 years or whatever, so it's basically a different alien.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a shame that we kind of saw it as well. Like, even though it was just a shadow, it was a bit like...
It looked creepy, though.
Yeah, it was creepy. But I just feel like that kind of takes away from Midnight a little bit as well. Like...
Yeah.
Like, the mystique of that episode is we never saw the creature, like, at all. Like, the whole episode
just
finished,
saw it
and it was just the Doctor getting away.
From that woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just like flung out on Sky Silvestri.
No, it was a good episode. I just feel like, yeah, I feel like had it not been a sequel, it would have been better, actually. Because there's also that, I don't know, it's I say it's a kind of comfort that you already know what the monster is, but in that case you didn't. Like, we didn't know what it was in Midnight. And
I feel like
that was the mystique of it.
They've complicated the character of the monster more.
Yeah.
Trying to give it all these extra powers and the whole like, oh, it can't be seen in mirrors. I'm like, what is it, a vampire? Like.
Yeah. Yeah, it can't be behind itself or something. I didn't really understand.
That was a bit confusing.
It's literally from a planet made of diamonds, like.
Where it's all reflection.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I thought like. Obviously, what happens? It like jumps off Alice.
I don't know, actually. It kind of like sees itself and then she just runs away.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it sees itself and then it seems to jump off her. Like there's something behind them. It doesn't even kill it. It's just like an immunity thing. Like it can't stay on the host.
It's just a bit stunned or something.
Jump onto itself. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then they're running to the airlock thing, like you said.
But how does it? I don't understand how it jumps again. Because if that's the case, if it's on its own back now, the Doctor made it pretty clear that the only way for it to jump is for the host originally to die, and then it jumps to whoever killed it.
Yeah.
So how has it gone on to Belinda?
Yeah.
No idea.
No.
Unless she's inadvertently stamped on its head. I don't know how it's worked.
No idea. Unless it bounced off the mirror and then Belinda was the one.
She was the closest to the exit door.
But no, that can't have happened because it was following the Doctor out of that room.
Yeah, there was something behind them, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was after the Mercury Wall.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to
I'm
create
calling
this
bullshit.
false jeopardy all the time. They're all like, oh, we know that Belinda needs to get home, but we're going to give you this sense of like, oh no, Belinda might not make it home for all of like 5 seconds. And then they've established that What's-Her-Face is a good shot. So she's like, oh, I can shoot her without killing her, but still like stun the thing. And I'm like, does it not know that she's like not dead then?
Yeah, you just told her. You just told the monster that she's not going to be dead.
It seemed like a really clever monster in Midnight.
Yeah.
You know, it was learning, and the whole point was that it was learning from the Doctor, who's probably one of the most intelligent species in the universe. And then it's kind of like digressed into this, like, I don't know. Is it hunting? Is it trying to get out? What's it trying to do? Is it looking for control? It doesn't know what it wants?
No. And then
anyway,
yeah, and then she just doesn't she just she just jumps down the well, doesn't she? So the monster's still around. Why didn't the monster just go, all right, I'll just jump off your back then? I'll just leave you. Like,
I'm guessing it did, because then, unless the
it
idea
will when
was
she hits the
that there's
bottom.
more than one monster. Yeah.
It must have got out of there somehow, and it can move quite quickly. So like, there's no excuse for it to. Because didn't Shooty watch her jump off?
Yeah, she kind of just falls off.
Oh yeah, because he tries to get her.
Yeah.
I don't know why he even bothers running after her.
So the monster could have quite easily just jumped out the well
but...
again and got on his back before he got out.
But then how does it end up on that other woman on the ship?
Oh yeah, that was never really like clear, was it?
I just think they're being so like fast and loose with the like. If you're gonna establish a monster, like at least have some sort of. Don't set up all these rules and then just be like,
Ignore
we're
them.
just gonna do whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna be like, oh, it can do this and this and this, it just becomes a bit like, what? So it can do anything it likes, and I suppose that's scary in a way, but then you just can't follow it as a story as well.
This one was written by 2 people as well. I feel like the episode.
Oh, they should have communicated, really, then, shouldn't they?
I feel like the episode was written and then Russell came in and then made it a sequel. That's how it comes across.
I think so. I know he kind of alerted to that in the.
He was like, "Oh, this is a good idea. Like, we'll just we'll turn it into a sequel," because Russell's the second writer on this.
I don't know if they were just trying to play on nostalgia.
Yeah.
Because I did feel like, oh yay, it's back, and I was really excited, but then disappointed because it still wasn't as scary. That's like one of the scariest episodes of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And I was not scared. Well, I was not as. It was okay. It was thrilling, but it was not like I say, I still feel like the pacing's off. I feel like I'm supposed to care about a character, but really you haven't established them well enough.
I also feel like the episodes are shorter as well. They're like trying to cram an hour's worth into 44 minutes.
Yeah, I was saying to Dan, it would have been almost nicer if this was like a double episode where you were like, oh no, what are they going to do? And then the cliffhanger would have been like the Doctor's, like maybe the Doctor's like paralysed by the monster and they don't know what to do or something. Or...
Yeah. He's like, oh, molto bene. And and then it just ends.
Allons-y.
And Belinda's like, oh no, what do I do now?
So many great things in Midnight though, because you've also got the flashing of like Rose Tyler, and you're like, what the fuck? And then like it messes with all the wiring in the cabin, and everything goes off, and I don't know.
That's such a good episode.
And it's like playing with other people. They're like, throw it out, and they're like, it's like forcing them to go.
Yeah, you don't hear it this episode. I almost feel like it would have been nice to hear it to talk through the woman's voice, but like, hello again, Doctor, like the same one.
Yeah, and if it did that with sign language as well, like it learned sign language and now it's like communicating through her.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
Then she can't. They were like, she's deaf, so she can't hear it. But like, she's not affected by it. Like, she hasn't gone mad. Then they're all like, oh, they're only going mad because they can see it's on them. It's like the other people are going mad. I don't.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to have more of a backstory of like, maybe the episode should have started with them like finding the creature and the well opening, and then like, oh, you okay, Jim? And then he's just like strangling someone. That would have been a cooler episode.
Yeah, just have the whole first episode without the Doctor in it.
Yeah.
Just build up the plot, build up the story.
Or even like half of it. I don't like all these like, oh, we've got it. It's like watching it through a video is not the same. It's like you can actually see these characters and like they're getting a bit like, oh.
I didn't really know what was going on in that video as well. They were just sort of like, I don't know.
Just running around.
They were just screaming. Like, they were just like holding their hands on their head and they're like, whoa! Like, it's like a comedy or something. Like,
I don't know. When I talk about it, I get like really frustrated because I know the writing could be better. And I think that will always frustrate me.
Yeah.
There's like flaws with earlier episodes of Doctor Who. There's always flaws, but like, just.
Well, we've been rewatching season 1, and there's been a lot of like, not season 1 of Shuey, but season 1 with Christopher, and like there's been like B plots and stuff, and like things have been like weaved in, and it feels more unique. It sort of happened with this one with the Doctor leaving, but that was like a minute or two, and then he came back. I feel like the plot just like it doesn't, it slows, but it just feels like really quick.
Honestly, it feels like someone's been asked to write an essay, and the first bit, the ideas are good, but they've not like explained themselves well enough. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I think about it like a teacher, but I'm just like, you've got some good points in here, but you just need to develop your ideas a bit more.
So there we go. So the Doctor leaves, and the monster is now on the other woman's back somehow. By the end,
it's hinted.
It's hinted,
and she's having a.
She's sort of like, oh, I might hear it whisper, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you think we will ever find out the Doctor's name?
No. Or did we already? No,
mate, that would have blown up the internet.
I feel like it was almost going to be revealed with Matt Smith, and then it didn't.
They haven't come up with a name for him.
Nah, he wouldn't have a name.
No. It'd just be a disappointment if they gave him a name.
Oh, at the very end, they do.
Imagine it actually is just like John Smith.
Yeah. So at the very end, she gives her report of the incident to the, I guess, the commanding officer, who is Mrs. Flood, and she asks about the Vindicator, which I find interesting. I don't know how that's going to affect the plot at all, but
yeah, and she knows what it's called. Like, she's like, oh, he had a Vindicator.
That's true, yeah. Because didn't he just make that up?
Yeah, she seems to know like everything, and it's. I guess that's the whole point.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried. It's obvious. I'm just worried.
I hope that it leads to something at the end of this, and we're not going to have to wait another season.
They said something will be revealed at the end of season 2. They're building up to the Earth being destroyed in some sort of event.
Yeah. As far as I know, there isn't a season 3 at the moment as well.
Yeah.
I know Disney are contracted for a season 3, but they haven't started filming it, and by the looks of the viewing figures, it's not going very well. So I'm not sure. Episode 2 was the lowest viewed episode in history, in the Doctor Who history. So, well, I don't know. I don't think the figures for this episode come out yet, but we'll see what happens. But
Is that in viewing history since like 60s?
Probably definitely since 2005.
Oh, okay.
So it's lower than
So hard though, because is that based off live viewing figures, or is that based off?
That is, yeah. It's not based off iPlayer or anything.
Yeah, because most people these days they just don't.
Yeah, then I don't think that's fair. Like I don't watch it when it's out. Like because as we found out, I woke up at 8 a.m. and I was messaging.
It seems to be going out.
Watch it on BBC iPlayer.
Yeah, it seems to be going out at midnight now. That day. So yeah, I was just scrolling through the Doctor Who Facebook and it was on there, and I was like, that's weird. Like, why are they putting it out before the episode's aired?
Yeah, the Radio Times keeps putting out articles about an episode that like hasn't even aired yet. And I'm just like, just wait until it's like actually aired live.
Yeah. So yeah, fair point. If like true fans are watching it like at midnight, then that's fair enough. But yeah, I just found that interesting. I was a bit like, that might affect the Disney Plus deal.
Yeah, probably.
So, what are your thoughts, guys? Did you have anything else to add?
I don't know. There's so many good parts of it. I'm always going to be a little bit disappointed. I don't know.
I think I'm with Phoebe.
Yeah.
I think it's the best of the 3 episodes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want to give it an 8. It doesn't feel like an 8.
I still think it's the similar rating. I just think there's too many issues so far that I find it hard to look past. Most of it is to do with your emotional connection to what's happening in the story, and I don't know how they've gone so far away from actually writing characters who feel real, and putting them in maybe not necessarily real scenarios, but like the
only one I sort of
terrifying scenarios.
Genuinely believe was the deaf girl Alice. I thought she was like very well acted and portrayed. Everyone else just sort of was just like a generic army person. Like it wasn't like I believed or cared about them. So that's a shame, but
I always feel like they have too many characters going on, and they're trying to build too many characters, and it's all like even with that leader, she's like, "Oh, I joined the army when I was a child," and all of this, and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, it's like that's probably normal.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I grew up in war, and it's like, all right.
The flashback was cool though, when we're having her running through her like burning town. Was the same as when she was running into the well.
It would have been cooler again if it was like longer episodes. We've had it before. It's been like a really nice, heartfelt conversation between the Doctor and someone, and it's like they're just connecting. They're like, I don't know, fixing something in the ship, but then they're having a candid conversation.
Yeah.
But that felt more real than just like, I don't know, kind of shoehorning things in all the time.
Yeah. I'm gonna give this a 7.5. It's slightly better than the last one. Now Craig's added the halves. I'm gonna have a half as well.
I feel like I'm just gonna give it a 7.
7?
Again.
Yeah, alright.
I'm going to do better.
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
An 8.5?
Oh,
no,
that's
I'm not.
too high.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
I worry this is the peak of the series now. That's my only worry.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm gonna give it an 8.
Alright, you got an 8.
Next episode is like Ruby Sunday, some sort of monster, some man.
I hope it's better. But also, when is that going to be set as well? Like, he's literally only just picked up blender. So like he's gonna have to go back in time to prior. I don't know. I guess like he dropped her off at like last year, didn't she? So yeah. Oh, we'll see what happens. Any last thoughts? I'll end it there, I guess.
Not for me, mate.
No. No.
What's the next one?
Well, see what happens next time, I guess. Alright, guys. Well, thanks a lot for joining. Thanks to you two for joining me here as well. And we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.